So we've had a question come up a couple times lately, and I'm not sure if it's coming up as this is a potential new law change, but it has to do with probate. And the question is, if I live in Texas and my will needs to be probated in Texas, does my executor have to live in Texas? And the answer to that is no. Your executor can still be out of state. However, the state of Texas does require you to appoint an in-state representative. This is not done with the will, though. This is done at the point of probate. So your executor would then appoint an in-state representative, and most often that is your counsel that's helping you through the probate process. This comes straight from a board-certified estate planning attorney we know well. So if that question's been in your mind or you've read something about that lately, I hope it helps you rest a little bit easier. Now let's talk recession. So on July 28th, the GDP for the second quarter is going to be announced. Now, it's called the first run of the GDP. They often revise this over many months. So July 28th, it's going to be announced, and the big talk at the moment, or soon will be, is if it's negative, are we in fact in recession? Now, by easiest standard definition, that is true. 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP equal recession. However, it's not exactly a perfect way to measure recession. And so a question I've dived into lately is, what exactly defines recession? Well, one would be a negative gross domestic product, so a declining gross domestic product. The other one is rising levels of unemployment are almost always necessary for a recession to be declared, falling retail sales, and contracting measures of income. So really it's the combination of all of those. Now, most would say if you have 2 consecutive quarters of GDP declining, that you would have rising levels of unemployment, falling retail sales, and contracting measures of income. But that's not always the case. And so the National Bureau of Economic Research is the official group that has the authority on determining if it's a recession or not. Unfortunately, they don't meet all the time. As a matter of fact, they don't even have scheduled meetings. They just meet as all that has to happen is a member of this group says, you know what, I think it's time we meet and talk about what's going on. And so we don't know. So what's going to happen is if we do have a second quarter negative GDP, the media is going to run with it and say we are officially in recession, but that's not true. We've got to wait for the National Bureau of Economic Research to make their determination as to whether or not we're officially in recession. So I hope everybody's having a great week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I believe the phone number is on the screen. Take care.